Do you want to open a food truck but don't know where to begin? Well, I'm gonna be sharing some tips with you that could help you and you go and open your business, because as you know, if you are a business owner, you can do well. Most big corporations, even big corporations today, started as small businesses, okay? And a food truck business can be good for you. Why? A lot of people are buying, ordering to go or for delivery and the like. And depending on the strategy that you employ, you can succeed, you can make it. Why not? People need to eat. People cannot be without eating for so many days, okay? And most people are extremely busy right now, that they will love to get like a food truck in front of a building or industrial area or the like, and be able just to go over there and order food, take a fresh air out of the office or from the house and the like, okay? Now, tip number one is, obviously you have the desire to open a food truck, but there are certain things that you may not be familiar with. And my advice is, do a little bit of research and contact different business consultants and start asking questions to those business consultants. And then what you can do, you can narrow it down to determine who is the right fit for you to work with you. And ask simple questions. And this is something that you need to observe. If you speak with someone, you call someone, and the person is not willing to work with you, the person is not willing to answer your questions right there, or the person just simply asking you, go ahead, fill out the form, send an email, and I will go back to you within X amount of hours, sometimes 24 hours. You know it is a signal that that person may not be the right fit for you, okay? Another thing is this. If you're asking questions, business questions, and the person is or looks a little bit reluctant to answer because the person probably has to do research to give you answers, get out, there's someone else. Another thing is, if you are working on talking with someone about working with, and the person shows that doesn't have any patience, you know this is not gonna be good, because you want to go into the food business, but you want to do the right thing because you want to take care of your customers. If that is the type of customer service you are receiving before you engage in any business activity with the consultant, run out, okay? So do that research and find consultant, just make sure that business consultant is knowledgeable about hospitality, the business industry, the food service system, because it will help you in a significant way, that way more than you might think, okay? Do that. That person is gonna be able to guide you through, this is a second tip, guide you through in terms of getting permits, meaning that you're not gonna be all concerned and worry about what to do, who should I call, what kind of questions. That person is gonna guide you through, believe me, business consultant. Do that, because one of the permits will be you need to get a food vanity certification. That is something that includes like sanitation, safety, why you should buy from approved vendors, suppliers, and employee training, hand washing, and all those things that you will need to entice customers to come to you instead of somewhere else, okay? And another thing, you are gonna, depending on the state, county, or city you are in, you are gonna be you will need to get familiar with the health department, local health department, because sometimes you're gonna be doing catering for your food truck, and you will need to have a system in place, and the city most likely is gonna ask you to comply with certain requirements to do that, okay? Another thing is in your city, you're gonna have a fire inspector checking your place to make sure you're in compliance with the safety, electrical and fire and the like. And you should be okay. Now, in terms of getting your business going, make sure you already have, if you don't, developed a business relationship with, obviously you need to do that with the city, and maybe another business of a different kind that will probably allow you to park your truck right here and negotiate. And sometimes you may have to pay a small fee, or sometimes you will need to exchange something, maybe some food for a few hours right there on that site. And that's something you need to do. Think about employees. A small business, as you will need to get employees. You need to be realistic on that, because you will not be able to do it all. That will be impossible. You need to, some purchasing and cleaning, sanitizing, dealing with customers. You need to do marketing as well. And so you will need to hire at least 1 or 2 employees at the beginning. But my advice is get 1 or 2 employees that may be college students, or maybe some of your former classmates or something like that. One time I was managing a restaurant, and guess what I did? I ended up hiring employees that could work no more than 3 hours per day, because they were in school, like high school. And the law here in Florida at the time was like, well, if you're an employee that you go to school all day, you cannot work more than 3 hours, because you will need to rest, you need to go to bed early and the like. But an employee like that could work on the weekends 8 hours. So I hired some of them, some of my former colleagues in those professional organizations. Guess what I did? I ended up hiring some of their children. And they were so happy. I remember one, about 14, 15-year-old, when she got her first check, she was jumping up and down. Her mother, her father came in, and they were, it was wonderful. So get some of those employees, train them. Are you going to have time to train them? Maybe not, but the consultant will be able to guide you through and probably provide that training, just like I do. And that's how you can open your food truck. You need to have a goal, achieve your dream, and go for it. That's a wonderful thing. If you are selling food, you are helping society, because you are feeding people. You are feeding people that need to eat, because they work in companies that don't deal with food, and you need to provide food, and that's wonderful. So those are some of the tips. I have at least maybe 100 tips, but for the sake of time, I know you don't have that much time to watch a video for an hour or 2, unless you are doing a training, and that's part of the training. So get in contact with me. I will be able to guide you through. I do this all the time, and I'll be so happy to see you growing, because that'll be fantastic, okay? You will need many things to run your business, from taxes, from payroll, bookkeeping. You will need all those things, and I will be able to guide you through to put in the right direction, okay? Get in contact with me, and I'll be more than happy to work with you. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and share, because knowledge is important when it is shared. If I share this little bit of knowledge with you and you pass on to your friends, people that might be thinking about opening a food truck, who knows? Okay, we can all grow together, and you can provide better service to your community and helping society through employment, okay? So subscribe to my channel and let me know. I'm ready to help you so that you can grow, okay?